the queen of how to. Come on and see what I'm gonna show you how to do. Hello, I am Beverly Kane, and welcome to my channel, the queen of how to. That's me. In today's episode, I am going to be showing you week 3 of the 4-week falling in love with my hair growth journey. And so this style, you will see how I got it using only homemade products. Nothing, none of the traditional out of the store products. So I am super excited about it. Also, I am super excited because guess what tomorrow is? October 1st is my birthday, 54 and feeling fine. So definitely take a moment and let a sister know you're here and say a little happy birthday in the comments. I'd appreciate that. But if you've joined me the past 2 weeks, you're going to be super excited for what's up this week. I'm showing you how to make some leave-in conditioner as well as your own gel. I am using a third product that I've not been using, but I'll show you how to make that next week. But it has been awesome seeing what my hair can do with just homemade products and just learning to appreciate the hair that I have, not covering it up, not adding anything to it, just my own hair. So if you want to see how I got this super cute little style just using only homemade products, stick around and see how it is done. Time to wash my hair using the same thing I've been using the past couple weeks, the Castile soap with all the essential oils in it. And I'm going to be using my little scalp massager to really stimulate my scalp while I wash it. Time to put in the homemade conditioner. If you were here last week, you know what that is. If not, definitely watch last week's video to learn how to make that. But this is it. Remember to shake it and incorporate everything back together before applying. And I'm just going to do what I did last week, put it into sections and put it on. So this is how much hair I lost from the detangling with my fingers, just now putting on the conditioner. And so now I'm just going to put on my little cap and just let it sit for, 15, 30 minutes, however long, in case I get into a chore or something. But I'll be back to show you how I rinse it out. It's been 15 minutes, so now it's time to wash this out. Time to put in the leave-in conditioner. So take a look at this video to see how I make it. Week 3 and the focus is all about our leave-in conditioner. And what I'm using for that, again, I'm using either homemade ingredients or pure ingredients. And what I'm using this week, one of the things is aloe. I'm also going to be using castor oil. This is 100% pure, cold press, unrefined castor oil. And I got this actually at, where did I get this from? Home Goods. I have a Home Goods TJ Maxx kind of mix up. But I got this from there and it was $9.99 for this big bottle. So that's the second thing I'm going to be using. I'm also going to be adding some tea tree oil and rosemary oil. All of those things will be down in the description box below. But the first thing I'm going to do is cut off the bottom of this aloe. And then, well, let me take off the sticker if it'll come off. Yeah, let's take off the sticker here. And I just got this from my local grocery store. And then I'm just going to cut this into chunks and soak it for a little bit. It is best, it is said that it's best to soak it for 30 minutes or an hour before you use it, and that releases any of the toxins that they say can cause irritation. And we don't want irritation, we just want it to do good stuff. So I'm just going to cut that up and soak this in some warm water for, like I said, 30 minutes to an hour. I'll let you know how long I soaked it when I come back. But I'm just going to leave that there, let it soak, and then I'll come back and show you the next part of the process. I let this aloe sit for a little over an hour because I had some errands to run. But it definitely, I don't know if you can see the yellowing that's in the water. And what that's said to be is toxins that once you soak it, it releases all of those toxins. So I'm just going to pour this water out. Well, here, I do want you to see how I'm going to take the aloe out. I'm just going to take the aloe out and sit it on my cutting board and try to let you see how kind of yellowy brown this water is. That again is just the releasing of those toxins that we don't want. We just want the good stuff. So that's what the water looks like after you let it sit for a bit. So now actually I think I want to rinse these, because if that was sitting on there and that wasn't good, then I still don't want that just sitting on the aloe. So I'm just going to rinse it. Okay. Now I'm just going to cut this so that I can scoop out the clear part in the middle. Just cut it open like so. Now that they've all been cut open, I'm just going to take a spoon and scoop out all of the clear aloe to put it in my container to be, pulverized. I guess is the best way I can think of what's going to happen to it. So let's try to get all of the middle out without getting any green in there, because that's not what we want. Okay. All we want is the clear stuff. All of the aloe has been scooped out. This is what I got from that big aloe plant. Now this can just move to the side. That'll just get thrown away. Now it's time to blend that up and get it pulverized to be able to make just the stuff that we want to keep. Now that part that has been obliterated, I'm going to pour it back through just to make sure we get only the good stuff. Okay. Pretty good. Now anything that didn't go through the sifter, we don't want it. Or strainer, whatever you want to call this. So yeah, there's just a little white residue that's left in there, and that we don't need. So that's what I'm left with. Now I'm going to add to this 1/4 cup of this castor oil. I guess I should open this first. There we go. Actually, I think I'm going to do 1/8 cup rather than 1/4 cup because that, I don't know, that's just what mine. So I did half of this container rather than the whole 1/4. So we're going to put that in there. And I have some tea tree oil and some rosemary oil that I'm going to add to this. I'm just going to do a tablespoon of both, and this is a 1/2 tablespoon, so I need 2 of these. So 1, 2 of those, that's the tea tree oil, and then same thing, 1/2 and 1/2 makes a whole of the rosemary oil. And this is going to be my leave-in conditioner. And so now I'm just going to put the lid on this and mix it up. And I will put it in a spray bottle to use it on my hair, which you'll see when I actually use it. But just want to get those incorporated all together. And that's going to be my leave-in conditioner that you will see me use in just a minute. Okay, see, all natural ingredients. So now it's time to apply it to my hair. And, you know, every week my hair feels better. It's not as, you know, dry. It's getting back to the softness that I'm used to. It feels a little bit thicker, so I'm grateful for that. And just to take a look at these spots that are back here, they are filling in with hair. I don't know if you can see that, but there actually is hair here because it was a bald spot. So that's good. Okay. Things are progressing. I am happy with that. So now it's time to put the leave-in conditioner in. I'm just going to split it down the middle and do one side and then the other. So this is our focus this week of how I made the leave-in conditioner. And so here it is. Just mix it up to make sure all those oils get mixed back in there. And I'm just going to spray it in. Okay, slap it in my eye. All right. Make sure it gets incorporated all throughout my hair. To coat all the strands. Okay. All the way to the end. And now I'm just going to do the same thing on the other side. This week, I'm also using something new. This I'm calling my growth juice. So now I'm just going to spray that on my scalp. I focused the leave-in conditioner on my hair, but I'm going to put the, you know, like I said, my growth juice on my scalp. So I'm just going to spray it on my scalp and, you know, take the time to rub it in and massage my scalp with that on there. Last week and the week before, I did the Indian hemp oil while it was wet. But this week I am doing this growth juice. And during the week, I may end up grazing my scalp with the Indian hemp oil. But right now, while it's wet, I want to use this, you know, this growth juice. Now I am going to use my homemade gel. So stick around and take a look to see how that is made. Time to make our homemade hair gel. What you will need is a 1/2 cup measuring cup, a 1 cup measuring cup, some whole flaxseed, not ground, not milled, but whole flaxseed. This is organic. I got it from, where did I get it? I got it from Whole Foods for $4.59, you know, plus tax. You'll need a pot, obviously, and I like to use filtered water. But that is what you'll need to make your homemade gel. So I'm just going to measure out 1/2 cup, of flaxseed to 4 cups of water. Okay. I'm gonna bring this to a boil, and I'm gonna let this cook until, cook and boil until it gets to a certain consistency. I will show you what that consistency should look like in the pot, but that is what's gonna happen. I'm just gonna turn this on medium heat and let this come up to a boil, and I'll be back once it's up to a boil to show you what that looks like and what it should look like when it's ready. This has been boiling for about 25 minutes, but this is what you want it to look like. You want it to get thick and snotty looking like that, to where it's hanging off your spoon. That's when you know it's ready. All right, so I'm just gonna turn this off. I'm gonna let that cool a little bit, but I'm gonna show you what I need to do to get that out of get all the gel out. So what I have here is just a cup, and then I have a pair of old knee highs that I'm just going to put over this, and I'm just gonna pour, when that mixture cools, I'm gonna pour it into this, stockinged cup, and I'm gonna have to squeeze it out of there. That's why I gotta let it cool, because I don't want to burn my hands. So you don't wanna let it cool too much though, because you don't want it to get so, congealed that it won't come through the stocking. So I'm gonna let it cool a little bit, and then I'll come back and show you the process of squeezing it out and getting all of that gel out of these flax seeds, okay? I've poured all of the mixture into my stockinged cup, and this is what it's looking like. It is still pretty warm, but I'm gonna transfer the amount that's already, look at all the gel. Look at all the gel, people. Can you see it? So now I'm just gonna pour this that's already come through the stocking on its own into this container that actually was just an old gel container that I had, that I threw the gel away because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make my own gel, so I don't need this. So let's just put all of that in there. And now it is time to squeeze the rest of this gel, out of this stocking. It's so slimy. Oh my goodness. Slimy. Slimy, slime, slime, slime. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm just gonna take the time to squeeze this stocking
until all of this gel is out of here. Hopefully you're able to see that. And this is, again, still a little warm, so I might need to wait a minute, but I want to get as much as I can out of here. Woohoo! Okay, that's a little too hot. I'm gonna have to come back. I'm gonna have to come back after this cools down a bit, because I'm not from the, I'm not getting ready to burn my hands trying to do this. So I'll be back. Found another solution. I have one of these hot gloves. So I'm just gonna use that to start squeezing this out, just because I got other things to do. I don't wanna have to be waiting all day for this to cool. So I'm just gonna be squeezing this until I get as much of this gel out of this stocking as possible. You see it coming out here? All right. Yeah, we just want as much as possible to come out of this stocking. So I'm just gonna keep squeezing it down and squeezing it out, filtering it through this stocking. I'm satisfied with that. And actually it's a little fun, a little fun, a little yucky all at once. But I feel pretty good that I got the majority of that gel out of that stocking. So now I'm just gonna put the rest of that in with the other and let that cool. And that is going to be my gel that you will see me use in just a little bit on my hair. And so I know exactly what is in my gel because I made it, right? So I'm not wondering what's in here. I know exactly what's in there. The other thing I want to add is just a little bit of tea tree oil. I'm gonna put about half a teaspoon of that. Hopefully you can see about half a teaspoon of that, and then a half a teaspoon of rosemary oil. Okay, and those are both great for your hair. And if you've seen, I've used them in some other things. I'm just going to mix this thoroughly to get it all mixed within the gel. And this is my homemade gel that you will see me use right here.
So you're learning so many things, how to make so many things today. But now it's time to apply the homemade gel, and this is what it looks like. So that's what it looks like inside. And my hair is still, obviously very wet from the putting in the leave-in conditioner and my little growth juice. So I'm just going to, and as you can see, I've not really used a comb besides this one for doing, like parting. I'm just trying to use a comb less, use my fingers more, use the natural comb God gave us more. But that is, I'm just getting the hair where I want it, and then I'm gonna apply this gel, and we're gonna see what happens. You guys are gonna find out with me if this works or not. Okay, y'all ready? Y'all ready? and I have on this, I put on this tank for purpose, just because I knew I was gonna be getting wet and I didn't want to put on my actual clothes yet. But so anyway, this is what my hair looks like just with the leave-in conditioner, the homemade leave-in conditioner, and the growth juice on my scalp. So now I'm just going to take a little pieces at a time, and add the gel. So it's very snotty like, but you just get a little bit of it. Don't need that much. Just get a little bit of it. like so. And then I'm just gonna rub it into this section, smoothing it through the hair, running it through with my fingers. Oop, okay. All right, there we go. Okay, it's got a little curl. Okay, let's keep going. We're just gonna see what we get. Because I've not used this before, so I don't have anything to compare it to because I've not, used it in the past. So this is our first run out. Okay, again, I don't want too much. Very slimy. So it's definitely a different consistency than, your traditional gel. But I know what's in here. There's no extra chemicals or anything that I don't need, that my hair doesn't need, that my hair, is gonna respond negatively to. So let's just get this through the hair and see what happens. Okay. Okay. So I'm just going to keep doing that. And I'll be back to let you guys see what it looks like once I have this applied over my whole head. All the gel is in my hair and it feels super soft actually. I like that. And this side is a little longer for one, because this side is always stretched because I always put it to that side. But also that was the last place that I applied the gel. So now I'm just going to take some time and use the diffuser and let's see what we get. This is the end result, and I am impressed. I am loving it. It's my own hair, and even though it's thinned, it looks nice and full. So I am excited. Let me turn around, let you guys see the back. That is all with homemade products, people. All with homemade products. So I am super excited about it. I hope you guys are excited to try some of these things for yourself. Even if you're not like me and you're just going cold turkey and changing everything, I hope you will try at least one or two of these things for yourself so that you know exactly what's in the products that you're putting in your hair. So I'm excited about it. This has, it has some hold, which is awesome. And so this is what I'm going to be rocking for the next week or so. But I am so happy that all of you queens have joined me, especially those who have been with me from the beginning when I started in January of this year, but even just on this hair growth journey for the past 3 weeks. Thank you for joining me. Hope you are finding value in what you're seeing, because that's what's most important to me. And hope you're finding some things to try for yourself. So thank you again. Don't forget to leave me a little birthday comment, because my birthday is tomorrow, which is October the 1st. So if you're watching this and it's not September the 30th, the birthday is October the 1st, but you can still leave a birthday message. I'm celebrating all month long. But thank you again for watching. Please take a moment to just hit the like button and let me know you liked what you saw. Take a moment also to subscribe and join the Queen of How To family and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss anything that's happening in the future. So thank you again. Have a great one, and I will see you the next time.